All of these things work. All of these things are legit, and all of these things have made and will continue to make a lot of people a lot of money. The difference is what you do with it. So you can take that vehicle and you can sit in that car and you can figure out how to drive it, and you can drive it until you get to where you want to get to, and you are going to be successful. Or you can sit in that car in the passenger seat and wait for someone else to drive it for you. You are going to be going absolutely fucking nowhere if you just sit in the passenger seat of every single opportunity that you sit in and you expect someone else to drive it for you. I hope you're good. I'm back for a little short, sharp episode today, but it's a message that I feel like is so important because it's based on conversations that I've been having all week with people. To be honest, I have this conversation all the time, but this week it seems really relevant. And I've been speaking to so many people and I've been getting so many messages from people saying, I don't know what I should do about this. I don't know whether I should take this opportunity. I don't know what's the right thing for me. And people are really struggling to kind of figure out what the right thing to do is. And my answer is always that you have to learn to trust your own instincts. I truly believe that if you can get to a place where you can trust yourself and you can tune into yourself and figure out what is right for you and block out all the noise of everyone else, then that is really a superpower, because then you can move forward so much quicker because you're not constantly second guessing yourself. And this has come up a lot this week because obviously there's been different opportunities out there and things that you can do. And at first, lots of people have said, oh, this is amazing. I'm really excited about it. I really feel like this is the right thing for me. I've been waiting for something exactly like this and this feels right. And then because of influences outside, maybe what other people have said or maybe what they've read somewhere or whatever, it's got into their head and they're starting to doubt themselves, and they're like, oh, I don't know if this is right now. Should I do this? I respect this person and this person's just said this to me. You know, maybe they're right. And I think when it comes to business, you really do have to go with your gut, because only you know what's right for you. Only you know what you've got going on in your life. Only you know what your values are. Only you know what is important to you. And so you have to choose the opportunities and choose the things around you based on those things. And I know this myself because I've been through this whole process myself of getting to a point of, you know, really kind of understanding what I want and what is right for me, and it's taken a really long time to get there. And even a few months ago I had an opportunity to come up, and first of all it seemed perfect. It seemed like all the stars were aligning, and it seemed like, you know, this is perfect for me. This is literally made for me. And something was just not sitting right in my gut. Something was just like 90% of my head was like, yeah, this is the right thing to do. But there was just that thing in my gut that was telling me this isn't right. And so I decided to listen to that bit of my gut. I decided to block out my head and block out, you know, the logic and block out what I should do and just tune into myself and be like, something doesn't feel right for me. I'm going to say no to it. And I'm so glad that I did, because it actually turned out to be something that was, you know, not what I thought it was. It's not what I wanted to get involved in, and it really wasn't aligned with me at all. So that skill of being able to tune into my gut and listen to that was really powerful for me, and it's massively served me for the decisions that I come to make. And then even recently this week, when I decided to start the master resale rights thing, again there was just something in me that was saying, no, I feel like this is a good idea. I feel like this is a really good thing for my clients. I feel like this is aligned with what I'm doing. I feel like it can really help and add value to my audience. And that is aligned with my values. That is aligned with what I believe in. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And even though there's been lots of noise around it, and, you know, some people are saying that they don't think it's legit and blah, 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 that gut serves me really well still, because it enables me to stand in my truth and say, no, I believe this is right. I believe this is a good thing. I believe it's legit, and I believe it's a great opportunity for people that want to start out in this space. So what I would encourage you to do is, there's so many things that are going to pop up. Like, there are so many different ways of making money online now. There are so many different people that you can listen to. There are so many different things, and there's going to be more and more and more. And if you're not careful, if you don't tune into your gut, you're going to end up either saying yes to all of these things because you just get, attracted by that shiny penny syndrome, and you're like, oh, I think I should do it. And you're just frantically trying to keep on top of the next thing. Or you're going to end up saying no to all opportunities because you listen to everyone else's opinion too much. So I truly believe that you should only listen to someone's opinion if they know more about that topic than you, and if they are more knowledgeable about that topic than you, and if they have actually done the thing that they're telling you about. That's when you should take someone's advice from it. If you are taking advice from someone who really has not done that thing and does not know a lot about that thing and has not looked into it, then that opinion is really irrelevant, in my opinion. That doesn't make sense to take advice from someone like that. So that's why I say so many people's opinions are completely irrelevant. It really does not matter. Ultimately, it comes down to you, what you believe in, what you stand by, what is aligned with the way that you want to live your life, and what feels right for you, whatever your gut is saying. So I really want to encourage you to start flexing that muscle more. And when you do find yourself in a position where you're kind of going to and fro with a decision and you're thinking, oh God, I don't know what to do. Should I do it? Should I not? Let me go and speak to this person. Let me go and speak to this person. I want to encourage you to not go and speak to anyone. I want to encourage you to block out the noise and get to a place where you can just tune into yourself and be like, what do I want and what is right for me? What do I believe? Do I believe this is a good thing, or do I believe this is not a good thing? Because when you can get to that point, as I said, that is where magic really starts to happen, and you just feel so empowered. Like, when you are making your own decisions, then you can take responsibility for that decision. And it's such an empowering place to be. When you're leaving your fate and your future in the hands of other people's opinions, you feel so powerless. You've got no control over your life whatsoever, and you feel like your life and your future is in the hands of other people. You need to take back control of your life and start making your own decisions. Which leads me to another point, which I feel so passionate about, which is actually taking responsibility for those decisions that you make. Sometimes you're going to make decisions that are the right decision. Sometimes you're going to make decisions that are the wrong decision, but they will eventually lead you to learning something if you have that mindset, and that's going to lead you to an even better decision. But you have to take responsibility for the decisions that you make. And I went on a bit of a rant about this on my Instagram the other day, because someone said to me, oh, this master resale rights thing, I've heard it's a scam. I've heard that loads of people aren't making money with it and they've been scammed out of money. And that really highlighted to me the biggest problem that we have in the online marketing space. And that is the fact that people believe that it's the opportunity or the product or the business or the company that is responsible for their success. People think, if I buy this thing, if I buy into this opportunity or this marketing strategy or whatever, then I'm going to be rich and I'm going to be successfit. And that is not the case. It always comes down to the person that is driving that vehicle. The business model, whether it's master resale rights, whether it's just selling your own digital courses, whether it's selling stuff on Etsy or reviewing stuff on Amazon or doing PDF Kindle books, whatever it is that you decide to do, it all comes down to you. All of these things work. All of these things are legit. And all of these things have made and will continue to make a lot of people a lot of money. The difference is what you do with it. So you can take that vehicle and you can sit in that car and you can figure out how to drive it, and you can drive it until you get to where you want to get to, and you are going to be successful. Or you can sit in that car in the passenger seat and wait for someone else to drive it for you. You are going to be going absolutely fucking nowhere if you just sit in the passenger seat of every single opportunity that you sit in and you expect someone else to drive it for you. You cannot have that mentality. And that's why it frustrates me so much when I hear people talking about, oh, it's a scam, blah, blah, blah. with something like this master resale rights, that blows my mind, because you're actually buying a course. You're buying a course which teaches you skills. You then have to apply those skills. So if someone is saying, I haven't made any money with this master resale rights, it's because you haven't applied the training and become good at selling that product and become good at digital marketing. You can't just expect to, log into a course and be like, okay, I've logged in. What now? Where are my sales? You have to actually apply that thing. So if you have tried a lot of things, if you're on your 5th side hustle right now and you're like, everything that I try just doesn't work for me and I'm just falling for all these scams and everything out there is a scam. It's not a scam, unless it is a scam, but most of the time, if you are seeing a lot of credible people creating success with a business model, the problem is not the business model, the problem is you. I'm really sorry, that's completely blunt and straightforward, but I want you to start taking responsibility for your actions. I want you to take responsibility for the decision that you made to jump into that thing in the first place. If you didn't do enough research, then that's on you. But also take responsibility for the actions that you took once you got into that opportunity. Did you do everything that you possibly could in order to get that off the ground? Like when I was in my network marketing business, everyone told me it was a scam. Everyone told me it was a pyramid scheme. But I had seen people make a lot of money with it and make a huge amount of success with it. So I decided that I had to become the person that was able to create that kind of success. I had to do a complete overhaul of my mind and my body. Literally everything about me had to have a complete overhaul to be able to get myself to a point where I was able to be successful in that company. And I went on to actually be one of the top leaders in that company. But I did not start out in that place. That was the decision to become the person that I needed to be. I did not just sit there and think, right, where's my money then? What's going on? So you have to take responsibility for the things that you decide to join, the things that you don't decide to join, and the actions that you take when you are in that thing. So once you are in a place where you can take full responsibility for the things you have and you have not done, and where you are at right now, you are where you are at right now because of the decisions that you have made. It's not because of what someone else has said. Or if you are where you are right now and you didn't jump on an opportunity because you listened to someone else, that is your fault. You had to get to a point where you can make your own decision. So I want to encourage you. I know this sounds like I'm having a rant, but I really want this to be empowering to get you to a place where you can make your own decisions and then you can take full responsibility for those decisions. Because right now, there are so many things that I want to do in my life that I haven't done yet. And I don't feel like a victim in any way because I'm in full control of my life. There is no one that has put me where I am today. There is no one that has stood in my way because I have carved out my own path. And yes, some things went right. Yes, some things went wrong, but that was my path that I carved out myself. So I take full responsibility for that. And I really think that if more people took responsibility for where they are right now and where they are going to go next and what those next steps are, then the world would be a much happier place, because suddenly no one is blaming business models or vehicles and saying that they are a scam. Instead, they're saying, do you know what? I didn't really work that hard at that. Do you know what? I probably could have done more of that training. I probably could have gone through more of the modules. Do you know what? I probably could have put myself out there more. Do you know what? I probably could have given it longer than just a couple of months. Do you know what? I probably could have grown myself and my mind and, improved my habits. That's on me. When we can all get to the point where we say, that's on me, that's when you're going to start to be successful. And that's when we can all just carry on in our own merry lives and just focus on us. I want you to get the blinkers on. Focus on you. Focus on what you want to create. Focus on the opportunities and the business models that fit that vision for your life, and go get it. Thank you so much. Bye.